Tag Team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Tonga, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa, the Bloodline.
The one thing about the Solo Sakoa-led new Bloodline is unified. When it comes to Solo Sikoa and the Tongans, they are more unified, I believe, than the original Bloodline ever was. Solo Sikoa may be the leader, but he has treated everybody with respect. And Corey Graves, it has led to success for this group.
Solo still does not quite understand. Solo cannot grasp why Roman Reigns and the Usos refuse to acknowledge him as the new tribal chief. Solo believes he was just picking up where Roman left off, that this is all for the good of the family. But there can only be one tribal chief, and at the moment, you are looking at him.
So much at stake tonight for Solo Sikoa. If he wants to prove he's the supreme ruler, that he is the tribal chief, then knock off Roman Reigns and the Usos tonight.
The team of Sami Uso and the OTC Roman Reigns.
We made a big deal about the unified new Bloodline. It is very interesting to me that Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso come out here together tonight without Jey Uso in tow.
Listen, reconnecting with your family is one thing. It's a feel-good story to see Jey and his brother Jimmy standing side by side with the OTC. But the fact is, Michael Cole, recently Jey Uso has been able to taste singles glory, holding the Intercontinental Championship. That will do something to a superstar and their mentality. Jey knows what he's capable of on his own. I'm curious to see if that factors in to this six-man tag team contest.
Jimmy and Jey have said family first. Jey Uso owes the Bloodline a lot. They cost him the Intercontinental Championship a couple of weeks ago. Jimmy Uso taken out of action after WrestleMania by the Bloodline. He did not reappear until about a month ago. And for Roman Reigns, it is just his second match since he lost the Undisputed Championship back at WrestleMania.
Saw back at Bad Blood that Roman, at least for one night, was willing to put hard feelings with Cody Rhodes aside. Can Roman set his issues with his family aside for this battle? Because if not, Roman Reigns will fall tonight.
But we've talked about this for many years. Roman Reigns, Corey, a narcissist. He wanted to be the leader of the Bloodline. He had to be in control. He had to be in charge. And now he's had that power ripped away from him. And Jey Uso said last night on SmackDown, there's no more leaders anymore. We've got to be on the same page. You need to treat us with respect. Does that bother Roman Reigns?
Absolutely. Roman Reigns ruled WWE with an iron fist, and he's never reciprocated to any of his family members when they didn't fall in line. I saw you yeeting yesterday on the kickoff show, and I've never been more embarrassed for another human being.
Maybe I shouldn't do that in front of the
Do that a little more.
Yeah, maybe I should do that in front of the Bloodline. That wasn't a good idea.
It's all love on the other side of the barricade. But once Jey Uso crosses over, believe you me, it will be a battle.
Again, we talked about the Bloodline costing Jey Uso the Intercontinental Championship. Well, Jey would reciprocate a couple of weeks ago on Friday Night SmackDown, helping the Motor City Machine Guns to win the tag team titles.
And Cole, I understand our viewers at home aren't seeing it at the moment, but Solo is about 2 feet in front of us, and the new Tribal Chief has not broken his stare from Jey Uso. Each step Jey has taken, Solo has watched him like a hawk, not blinking, absolute fearlessness.
Well, and again, Solo Sikoa, the younger brother of both Jimmy and Jey Uso, and it's interesting the way that they were looking at this matchup. Jimmy and Jey told me last night on the kickoff show that it's time for little brother to get the whooping that he deserves. Solo Sikoa would say, it's time for my big brothers to no longer refer to me as brother, but to refer to me as Tribal Chief.
I'll do you one better. This entire situation, this rift within the family, this uncivil war could have been prevented had Roman just fallen in line. Had Roman acknowledged Solo as the new Tribal Chief, we could be looking at one Bloodline stronger than ever. But this boils down to Roman's need to be the center of attention. The only one on the throne, the head of the table.
Team partner from San Francisco, California, weighing 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
Corey, faces tell a story, right? As Jey Uso was yeeting with his sold-out crowd here in Riyadh tonight, Jimmy Uso gleefully was dancing around in the background. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns had this look on his face, almost a look of disbelief or maybe even disgust.
Well, can you blame him? Roman realizes what he is stepping into tonight. Roman knows that he may not enjoy the company of Jimmy and Jey the way he once did, the way they have their entire lives. Roman knows he is in the lion's den, and Reigns realizes that Solo, Tama, Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are more than willing and capable of taking the OG Bloodline out for good tonight in Riyadh.
Last night on Friday Night SmackDown, Jimmy and Jey asked Roman if he was in. He answered with one word: yeet. Let's see how this plays out tonight. Man, there is so much history over the past number of years between everyone involved in this matchup. Do you realize, Corey, this is the first time that Jey and Jimmy, one of the most prolific tag teams in the history of WWE, have teamed together in a year and a half. That was at Money in the Bank, the night that they beat Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. It earned Jey Uso an opportunity after pinning Roman Reigns at the Undisputed Championship at SummerSlam a month later. What happened on that night? Jimmy Uso turned on his own brother to cost Jey the championship.
Jay was obviously willing to put the past behind him. With any other tag team in the game, I would question the chemistry. Will there be tag team ring rust? But we are talking about day one. Jimmy and Jey Uso, arguably one of, if not the greatest tag team in WWE history. I don't expect them to have any hiccups tonight. And they can't afford to when you're dealing with people as dangerous as the new Bloodline.
The OTC Original Tribal Chief Chants filling the arena here tonight. And that's a good sign there. Jey Uso telling Roman, I'd like to start this matchup, and Roman says, okay, go right ahead. So main event, Jey Uso will start things off against Tama Tonga of the Bloodline.
Think about this. I don't know that Roman said he'd like to, or that Jey is willing. No one's excited to get punched in the face by this family. But it is a good sign, and let's be honest with ourselves. Roman Reigns may have personal issues with Jimmy and Jey, but Roman knows this business. Roman knows this game. Roman knows he's got the best tag team in the world side by side.
And again, Jey Uso and Tama Tonga starting things off here tonight in this matchup. It's interesting, Jey Uso, who at one time was the right-hand man for the tribal chief Roman Reigns. Tama Tonga has slid into that role perfectly with Solo Sikoa and the new Bloodline.
Tama Tonga appointed the right-hand man by the new tribal chief Solo Sikoa, and Solo has to be enjoying this in the early moments. Tama Tonga unleashed.
So again, I think if you're the new Bloodline, Corey, you've got to try to cause rifts early on in this, well, fractured relationship between Roman and the brothers.
I would agree with that. Curious to see what sort of strategy Solo Sikoa is going to employ tonight, but you cannot overstate the X factor that is the Samoan werewolf. Jacob Fatu on the outside can and most likely will be a game changer in this one.
Tama Tonga, of course, former tag team champion, won the titles with Jacob Fatu back over the summer when Jake was made the enforcer for Solo Sikoa. Tonga Loa took his spot. Oh, and Jey Uso with a big right hand. Oh, and Jey backing it on up in the corner.
Enziguri makes Tama weak in the knees for the moment. Jey Uso starting to roll.
Just like old times, Jimmy and Jey. Jimmy tags himself in, double team coming from the Usos. 8 times they held tag team gold together. Old school for Jimmy and Jey. Cover now by Jimmy. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Tama Tonga.
And I understand the excitement from the WWE Universe. I got chills a moment ago watching the Usos do Uso things. It feels great. But the reality of the situation is neither Jimmy nor Jey are the same superstars or human beings as they were. We're talking about not being the same human being. Jacob Fatu might not be a human being. They call him the Samoan werewolf because you have never seen someone capable of the brutality that Jacob Fatu is.
Jacob Fatu, full power all the time, always going straight forward. Agile competitor as well, and one of the most dangerous we've ever seen. Jacob, though, runs into a boot by Jimmy Uso. Jey made the tag. He's now legal. Ooh, Jey catches Jacob Fatu with a big boot. Big right hand by Jimmy. And it's good to see the Usos working well together again. Jimmy ducks underneath. Big kick by Jey. Classic Usos.
Fatu spills to the floor. Look of amusement on the face of Roman, and now Tama Tonga sent to the outside.
And Solo Sikoa said, and he's going to take a breather. And a good start for Jimmy and Jey here tonight.
This is a smart decision by Solo, rolling outside of the ring, gathering the troops, replanning the game. Solo knew this was going to be hostile territory tonight.
Wake up! You need to take their asses out. You hear me? Wake up!
Solo establishing himself as the leader, barking orders to the rest of the new Bloodline. Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso legal now in this tag team matchup. And you got to wonder what is going through the minds. You got to wonder what is going through the minds of Roman Reigns right now as he's watching all this unfold.
Deep arm drag by Jey Uso, taking down Tonga. Sorry, Cole, I don't feel like yelling over this capacity crowd. It is loud in here. Well, there's your answer, Michael Cole. The OTC ready to join the madness.
An attack made to Jimmy.
Okay.
What do you think that was all about?
I'll tell you what I think that was about. That was Jey Uso reminding Roman that Roman's not in charge. We are all equals on this team.
Again, Roman doesn't call the shots anymore. That's the playbook that Jey Uso wants to follow.
Oh, Jimmy just got chopped from behind.
Yeah, and again, the discord among the tribal chief and, well, the original tribal chief, and Jey Uso caught Jimmy, and Jimmy's now in trouble, and now will the Bloodline pick up apart?
Seeing that interaction had to have Solo licking his chops, because Solo just unleashed the wolf in this matchup, and Jacob Fatu wrecking Big Jim.
But back to what we saw for a moment, it's almost like Jey Uso is testing Roman Reigns. Can we believe you? Will you buy in? Will you be an equal? My goodness! Jacob Fatu about decapitated Jimmy Uso. And now,
I agree with your assessment of the situation, Cole, but now is not the time. You should have hashed this out in the locker room, maybe on the flight across the Atlantic Ocean. But if Jimmy, Jey, and Roman are not on the exact same page, they don't stand a chance tonight.
They wouldn't even walk out here together, Corey. And here's Solo Sikoa now, the tribal chief in the new Bloodline, torturing Jimmy Uso as he stares back at Roman Reigns. And again, it just eats at Solo Sikoa that Roman did not return and acknowledge him as the tribal chief. That Solo Sikoa would pick up where Roman Reigns left off. Solo Sikoa believes that Roman Reigns disgraced the family when he lost the championship to Cody Rhodes back at WrestleMania. And Solo believed it was time for a change.
Oh, misguided as Solo's actions may have been, Solo Sikoa feels it was his duty to continue the bloodline, to protect the family and their legacy.
Love you, Solo!
You heard Jacob Fatu in the background screaming, "I love you, Solo." Now a cheap shot by Tama. Jimmy Uso being beaten up here by the new Bloodline.
And think about this. Think about the competitor that Solo Sikoa has evolved into over the past several months, if not year. Jey Uso has been on Monday Night Raw. Jey has not experienced this new, more vicious, more calculated version of Solo Sikoa.
Well, that's a great point. Jimmy Uso has been out of action 6 months. Roman Reigns hasn't been around. So this is new to most of it.
Roman, of course, had some interactions with Solo. Oh, Jacob, it bad blood, but the different scenario tonight. Tag made to Jey Uso.
And here's main event Jey Uso. And Jey looks to pick up the pace. And he was so upset. I talked to him yesterday over the fact that he finally won his first singles championship, only to be screwed out of it a few weeks later by the Bloodline. Oh, and Jey with a big right hand.
And again, I think we're going to find out exactly what Jey Uso is made of inside, having tasted singles success in WWE. It's addicting. You get just a taste and you want more, you need more, and you'll stop at nothing to get to the top of the mountain again.
And now Jey backs it on up. Paying homage to the late, great Umaga. Cover now by Jey. Hook to the leg. Tonga at 2.5. Real close. Near fall for Jey Uso. Roman still waiting. I was going to say patiently, but I'm not sure if that's the case. On the apron.
Have you ever known Roman to be patient?
Not at all. Jey now. Oh, look at rake of the eyes now by Tonga.
Right in front of the official. Brazen move by Tama. Obviously, the official understands how deeply personal this is.
Oh, that pop-up Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu.
And that may be the beginning of the end for the OG Bloodline.
And a senton by Jacob. And the official, Ryan Tran, he's going to let a lot go in this match. There's been so much bad blood between these men. Now Jacob going to punish Jey Uso.
At that point, when tensions are running this high, this
and a headbutt.
family feud unfolding before our very eyes, Ryan Tran understands if you call every tiny infraction, this match and this issue will never, ever be resolved.
Now the double team coming from Solo Sikoa and his enforcer, Jacob Fatu. And now mocking the WWE fans and Jey Uso.
Think about this, Cole. We've spoken for years about Jimmy and Jey and how oftentimes fans couldn't tell the Usos apart. And you heard Jey himself say it on Monday Night Raw. They don't make that mistake anymore, meaning the fans. Jey has carved his own path, as has Jimmy. What if you're Solo? Solo has sat behind and watched his brothers succeed to the highest of heights while he's been waiting. Now Solo has his moment, and his older brothers are trying to spoil it for him. If that's not a great motivator for Sakoa, I don't know what will be.
That, of course, is Solo Sikoa's take. And a big right hand by Jacob. If you listen to the Usos on the other side of the equation, they believe that Solo Sikoa is trying to ruin the family legacy, ruin the family heritage. They still cannot understand why he brought the Tongans into the fold. That has been a big issue of contention for Jimmy and Jey. Jacob Fatu, you know, when he's near us at ringside and you look into those eyes, there's nothing there.
Cole, I don't know if there's a superstar on the roster more terrifying to me personally than Jacob Fatu. I don't feel safe when Jacob Fatu is around, period.
You know, when you see a shark and you look into his eyes and they're
dead,
deep
there's
black
nothing.
pupils, but then when they attack, those pupils turn white. That's what Fatu's like.
Right now, Jey Uso trapped in the wrong side of town.
Nice suplex by Fatu and up over the top. Tama Tonga. And he's got something wrong with him too. We talk about Jacob Fatu, but Tama's out there.
Tama may be a few fries short of a Happy Meal, but we know Tama Tonga is an incredibly dangerous human being who only has one speed, one gear, and that's forward, 100 miles an hour.
That's the thing about Solo now. He's great strategy in this matchup, slowing the pace down against the Usos and Roman. And Roman again yet to tag into this matchup as Jey tries to fight out of the corner here. Oh, and a big right drops Jey to his knees.
And how quickly we forget the amount of time that Solo spent around Roman Reigns as tribal chief. Solo learned an invaluable education under the OTC.
And I was going through the history of what Solo Sikoa has accomplished over the past couple of years, and it's a list of possible Hall of Famers that he's knocked off. I mean, John Cena, AJ Styles, Sheamus, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Rey Mysterio.
Big time clothesline by main event. Jey Uso takes down Tama Tonga, but Jey's a long way from Roman.
Solo realizes this is a very critical moment. Roman Reigns is fired up. The OTC wants in this match. Can Jey Uso make it to the corner, make a tag, and he does! And here comes Reigns! A fired up Roman Reigns! Face to face! The old original tribal chief! The new tribal chief. And here we go.
Reigns and Solo dropping the heavy artillery on one another.
Roman Reigns wants what he believes is his rightful place back at the head of the table. Rolling with a clothesline. And another one. Goes Sakoa.
Reigns is out here on a mission tonight to expose Solo as a false king.
Ones to the sky for Roman Reigns. Savoring the moment. Locked and loaded. Measuring Solo Sikoa. Reigns ready to strike and put Solo away. Went for the Superman punch. Sakoa caught him. Reigns, though, catches him that time.
Down goes Solo.
And Roman looking to put this tribal chief controversy to rest. Roman went for the spear. Sikoa caught him with a kick. Oh, the spike! By Sikoa! Cover on Reigns! My God! And a kick out at 2!
Jimmy Uso at the last possible fraction of a second, keeping this matchup alive for his side.
I swear to God, I thought Sikoa had Reigns beat there.
Oh, no.
And now Jacob Fatu with a big kick to Jimmy Uso. Oh, and that spinning neck breaker sends Uso outside the ring. And now there's a Samoan werewolf on the loose. And Jacob and Jey Uso, big super kick by Jey. Another one will send Jacob outside the ring. Kick by Jey to Solo. And another one. Jey with a suicide dive. Caught by Jacob and a big headbutt.
How do you stop Jacob Fatu? The guy's like the undead. He just keeps coming forward no matter what you throw at him.
The Superman punch to Solo. And now Roman says it's time.
Here comes Tama Tonga.
Tama Tonga running interference. Tossed right on top of Ryan Tran, the official Superman punch to Tonga Loa. Jacob Fatu with a headbutt to Roman. He intercepted Reigns. And now Jacob Fatu with a big spinning flying elbow.
Jacob Fatu just used his own body as a weapon.
Top rope moonsault to Reigns.
And a man that size should not move that easily.
Taking out the Usos at ringside. Reigns is in trouble.
Solo starting to stir in the corner.
Reigns gonna have busted ribs. Solo Sikoa back to his feet. Targeting Roman Reigns with a Samoan spike. Down goes Reigns. Solo not done yet. Another Samoan spike. A cover by Sikoa. The new Bloodline victorious.
Here are your winners, the Bloodline.
Solo Sikoa has slayed Roman Reigns.
Oh, I don't know if I have ever felt the air sucked out of an arena like just happened moments ago here in Riyadh. A hush has fallen over the WWE Universe. A surreal sight to behold.
And the Uafalo will go on to the neck of the original Tribal Chief trying to fight back, but he's gonna get mauled now. Gonna get mauled by the Bloodline. The Usos back in the mix. But again, the Bloodline, like rabid animals, taking out Jimmy Uso now. Roman Reigns is helpless.
This all could have been avoided had Roman just fallen in line.
And I don't think they're done yet.
Look out.
Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa cleaning up our announce table. Solo Sikoa didn't want to just beat Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa wanted to destroy Roman Reigns. And that is what the Bloodline wants to do here. And meanwhile, Jey Uso coming to Roman's aid, fighting back here. They're going to send Jey back into the ring where Tama Tonga is back on the assault. Sikoa now And the bad news is that Jacob Fatu outside the ring has a steel chair, and he's given the steel chair now to Solo Sikoa. And the Bloodline far from done. Tonga driving Jay into the corner, and they're gonna try to cripple Jey Uso here. Looks like they did. Oh, wait a minute. Sami Zayn is here. The last time we saw Sami Zayn was this past week on Raw, and he was in a conversation with Solo Sikoa. And Zayn making a beeline to the ring. Turning down the invite by Solo, and Sami Zayn coming to the aid of Jey Uso.
Oh, Sami, you're gonna regret sticking your nose in Bloodline business again.
And now Jimmy and Jay back into the fight. Roman Reigns is back up as well, and the fight is on. Jacob sent into our announce table. Roman Reigns trying to make it to his feet. Solo Sikoa is cornered. The new tribal chief with nowhere to go. Sami Zayn just took out Roman Reigns. I mean,
about the first time.
That was inadvertent.
Sami Zayn needs to get over himself, realize he's not family. He's not a member of the Bloodline. Quit sticking his nose into business where it doesn't belong.
I don't think Jimmy Uso's buying it was an accident.
Well, Sami never misses an opportunity to virtue signal. That's what's happening right here.
Now Jay trying to separate them. Emotions at an all-time high here. Sami Zayn took out Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa had a big grin on his face when it happened. What to make of this whole Sami thing.
Sami divided the Bloodline once.